Welcome back, everybody. We are doing another fun episode of Indie Reads Aloud. I am your host, Diana Catherine Penn, and today I have a new to me author on the program. Her name is Sasha Preston, and she comes to us all the way from California, but she's originally from Michigan. So welcome back.
Thank you so much for
I mean,
having me. I'm so happy to be here.
it's kind of like you're coming back to Michigan, right? Virtually.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. It's like I'm stepping in, stepping back into the state.
Absolutely. So, The Sweetest Getaway is a cozy mystery. And this is your first book. It's brand new out this year for the first time. So I want to say congratulations on your publishing journey. And I know this is going to turn out to be a lifelong passion for you just from our little conversation in the green room. So welcome to the insanity.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here. I appreciate your kind words.
So tell me a little bit about what draws you the most to the cozy mystery genre? Why that genre instead of another?
Absolutely. So, specifically within the cozy heist genre, this book is, or I'm sorry, within the cozy mystery book genre, this is a cozy heist story.
Okay.
And I specifically wanted to give readers a sense of escape, joy, playful excitement, adventure. And I think that the cozy heist genre really does that because it gives you the opportunity to kind of embody and experience this crime caper, this heist, without ever actually having to do anything illegal yourself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wanted to give people that sense of adventure and also inspire them to be a little bit more daring and take more risks in their everyday life. So that's what really inspires me about the genre.
That's fantastic. Oh my gosh, what a great answer. Um, what did you find was the most, this is your first full-length novel. I know that you've written short stories before. So what was the most challenging part about moving from short fiction to a full-length novel?
Absolutely. I think for me, one of the toughest parts is I have a tendency to overwrite. I I get really excited and I include things just because they're interesting, but they don't necessarily contribute to the story. And so for me, as a first-time writer making that transition, I took a lot of help from beta readers who were
Yeah.
so beneficial to me in terms of helping point out my blind spots and areas where I needed to grow as a writer.
Oh
So,
yeah, beta readers are like the dragons of the author world. They are so special and magical. We love them.
oh, I totally agree. Yeah, they made such a positive impact for me in terms of pointing out, where details were unnecessary, where extra stories didn't add to the plot and should be cut, where things could be streamlined, where they wanted to feel a particular emotion more and it wasn't coming through as much as they wanted. All of that feedback was so helpful and it really helped me grow as a writer. So, I'm very grateful to the beta readers and the role that they played for me.
Excellent. Well, that's fantastic. Okay, tell us a little bit about The Sweetest Getaway. What is the story? Without giving too much away.
Yes, absolutely. So it follows Jennifer, who is a wholesome, quirky rule follower who has never broken a law in her life. And she has all these aspirations. She wants to start her own business. She wants to do all of these things, but she's scared and she's never really stepped into that yet. So it's kind of something that she just daydreams about. And on the other hand, her roommate Nari is this crazy freewheeling entrepreneur who's always coming up with exciting ways to make money, and she never sticks with any of her schemes for very long, but they're not always completely legal. So
It sounds
one
like that's a fun dichotomy of character to play with.
exactly. They're very different in that way. So one night Nari sneaks into Jennifer's room and she pulls her into a heist. It happens to be against an evil corporation that Jennifer knows all too well. And Jennifer can't believe that she's doing this. She can't believe she's getting pulled into this scheme. And it turns out that she actually enjoys fighting back against the bad guys more than she thought that she would, to her own surprise. So they end up needing to conduct a second heist, but the cops are onto them. So they need to recruit some more experienced women to join their team in order to conduct the second heist and outsmart the cops.
And
So
chaos
she
ensues.
Exactly. Chaos ensues. There are plenty more capers of them trying to pull this heist off while not get caught by the cops. And it is up to you to
This
find out whether they make it or they end up in orange jumpsuits.
this sounds like such a fun story. I can't wait to hear some of it.
Oh, thank you.
So, when you are ready, Sasha Preston, please take the microphone and read aloud from The Sweetest Getaway.
Absolutely. Okay, let me just get this ready here. Jennifer arrived at the police station about 20 minutes ahead of schedule in case Freddie cut out early for the day. She glanced in the mirror and adjusted her wig of long, tightly coiled black curls. She was heavily made up so that her face appeared longer and her cheekbones higher. Even though it was strange looking nothing like herself, she couldn't help but feel like she looked like an international pop star. Ava, she mouthed to herself in the mirror. She looked ahead toward the police station and tried to distract herself by people watching as officers came and went. She even got to see an officer enter with someone in handcuffs. This was going to be a walk in the park, Jennifer reminded herself. She'd gotten some great tips from the heist masters. Plus, they'd be with her the whole time in her earpiece. Ah, the beauty of modern technology. She reached up to adjust the device. Uh-oh, she froze. Both of her ears were bare. Had she taken the earpiece out and put it somewhere? She started to search the car, the pockets of her purse, the center console, the glove compartment, even the cup holders. It was gone. She started to panic. She pulled out her phone to text the heist chat group on her encrypted app. Help team, she typed quickly. Earpiece missing. Her phone buzzed. Oh, Jennifer, Nari wrote back. There's no time to replace it. You can do it. Stay strong. Be empathetic and be yourself. Jennifer gulped. A chill went down her neck. She could feel her hair standing up straight. She texted Nari back. I've got this. More to fortify herself than to reassure Nari, she added a muscle flexing emoji. Her phone buzzed again. It was a picture of her comic book hero, Amina Keta. Another message came through from Nari. Found your selfie on my phone. Jennifer couldn't stop herself from grinning. She could see movement out of the corner of her eye. Looking up, she suddenly noticed Freddie, emerging and walking toward his plain silver sedan. Well, there he is, folks. She turned on her car and readied herself to follow him. If comic book hero Amina Keta could rise the ranks in ancient African kingdoms as a woman, Jennifer could easily tap into her gaming days and tail an officer. Jennifer chuckled to herself. She had never followed anyone in her car, let alone a police officer. She kept an actual bucket list, and this was definitely not on it. Could I get arrested for this? Her pulse quickened. She tapped a rhythm on the steering wheel as she waited for Freddie to exit the parking lot. He was hesitating, but it wasn't clear why. Maybe he was messing with his cell phone. She tightened her seatbelt. She would give anything to be relaxing in a Nordic hot spring with Amir and the team right now. They'd all be toasting to a job well done and snacking on a bowl of juicy berries. It would be so festive and well deserved. Amir. Jennifer pulled out her phone and texted him. I'm about to do something daring, she typed. I'm trying to summon your bunny bravery. Within a few seconds, her phone buzzed. Amir sent her a dragon emoji. You're like a dragon facing off with a bunny. She beamed and put her phone back down. Finally, after what seemed like forever but was probably about 5 minutes, Freddie started his silver sedan and pulled it out of the lot. Her eyes refocused on the present. She breathed in deeply, counted for a few seconds, then followed him. He could be driving anywhere. She might even have to get out and follow him on foot. He drove quickly and erratically, passing cars and weaving in and out of lanes. It was hard to keep a good distance and still see where he was going. She dug her fingernails into the steering wheel and squinted hard to focus. She knew she could do this. They stopped at a traffic light with another car in between them. All right, this is going well so far, Jennifer thought, sighing deeply. Freddie was probably lost in thought, especially driving the way he was. He couldn't possibly have noticed her. Finally, he turned into a shop and save parking lot. He gets this wild for groceries? She pulled in behind him. This would be perfect. She chatted with other shoppers at the grocery store all the time. This was totally within her wheelhouse. The grocery store had blinding white lights and played easy listening music from the early 2000s. Jennifer felt at ease immediately. She couldn't help but start to sing along under her breath. No prohibition against that, right? She tried not to dance. That would be too flashy. Dressed up in his police uniform, Freddie was wheeling his cart toward the produce section. Jennifer chose a handheld basket for convenience, threading her arm through the metal handles. She followed him. He was examining bananas. She approached him. You know, I really like the organic bananas here, she said in a friendly tone. They're only 5 cents more, and I swear you can taste the difference. He looked up in surprise, softening as his eyes met hers. I've never tried organic bananas before. He set down his regular bananas and picked up a bunch of organic ones. I'll have to give them a shot. You won't be disappointed. And because she couldn't help herself, she added, You know, bananas originated in Southeast Asia thousands of years ago. People couldn't get enough of them. They spread through ancient trade routes to India and Africa, where they grew like weeds and became complete staples. He chuckled, a charmed look on his face. Thank you for that. I'll be sure to remember that the next time I eat a banana. Do you come here often? Always. I should get a shop and save punch card for all the butter lettuce I buy here, she said naturally. It was the truth. I'm here all the time too, he replied, his eyes shining. You've got great energy. I can't believe I didn't notice you before. You're too kind, she said. I'm surprised we haven't crossed paths before. What's your name? I'm Freddie, he said. What's yours? Jet. He rushed to her face. She cleared her throat nervously. Ava. That's a beautiful name, he said. Thank you. She straightened her posture. Have you been in Omaha for a while? All my life, he explained. I always thought I'd be gone by now, but that Midwestern charm draws you back in. I know the feeling. The place becomes a part of you. Sometimes a city puts roots in you. Life wouldn't make sense somewhere else. Although she was riffing, Jennifer couldn't help but feel like there was some truth to it for herself. Freddie fixed his gaze on her. He seemed fully entranced. She tried to shift gears and dive into her rehearsed backstory. I love Omaha. I just moved here. You must know all the best places for a newcomer to explore, she said fluidly. It was easier to lie than she was expecting. I'm so glad to hear that you're enjoying Omaha, he replied. If you're free, I would love to take you to one of the city's hidden gems, the Green Room. It's a dive bar in walking distance. I always meet my friends there. You'd love it. I was planning to go there for a quick drink after buying my groceries. Jennifer swallowed hard. She couldn't believe he already wanted to make plans with her. It was so easy. Plus, he had invited her to a public place they could walk to. He'd have no idea what her car would looked like, and there would be witnesses in case he suddenly wanted to kidnap her. She laughed, trying to sound as natural as possible. That'd be wonderful. You know, there's no time like the present to rub shoulders with Omaha's best and brightest. Once I get some bananas for breakfast tomorrow morning, I'd love to join you. Freddie's voice quickened. It's a date. His face reddened. I mean, it's a deal. I can get groceries anytime, but how often do I get to grab a drink with a beautiful woman? They walked toward the registers and waited in line. I came in for bananas and I'm leaving with a candy bar, he chuckled. He seemed much more normal than she had expected. She put her bananas into a reusable mesh bag she kept in her purse. The pair walked out the front door of the shop and save. The green room is down the street, Freddie said. I can't wait to show it to you. I'm excited to see it, she replied. Be charming, she reminded herself. He was very talkative. During the 10-minute walk to the bar, she had already learned about his family's farm business, its acreage, and his fear of pigs. So unassuming, yet so smart. I got into the force straight out of high school. I didn't want to be a farmer and didn't really know what else to do. Being a cop seemed like a good choice, with benefits, he explained. It's a steady job, and it seems like you're good with people. Plus, you don't have to get up early to milk cows, she quipped. They entered the bar. Dimly lit, the walls were adorned with stylized posters and artwork from 1960s concerts and fairs. All of them had hints of green in their design. Clever, Jennifer thought. Freddie pulled out two padded black chairs from the bar and motioned for her to have a seat. Welcome to the green room, he smiled nervously. Thank you, she responded. He continued, but to be honest, being a cop is not paying like I thought it would. He turned to the bartender. One whiskey on the rocks, please. Anything for you, Ava? I'll take a seltzer water with lime, she told the bartender, then turned to Freddie. They really don't pay you guys enough for what you do. I always say police officers should get the highest salaries. I'm in awe of how you put your lives on the line. Freddie's face glowed. Thank you for saying that. What do you do? The bartender placed their drinks on the bar. Jennifer breathed in and squirted her lime into her glass. I work for a nonprofit as a fundraising coordinator. And to add an extra flourish, she blurted out, I work in the major gifts department. I'm in sales in a way. Freddie's interest seemed piqued. Interesting. He looked down at the bar. You know, I really respect that you work for a nonprofit. I always wanted to start one to help farmers rehab their land. That's really sweet of you. I'm sure you'd be great at that, she said. Freddie looked lost and thought, thanks. Tell me, what's your favorite thing that you've done in Omaha so far? Now, this would be easy for Jennifer to answer, even as a fictional version of herself. I love the Lauritzen Gardens, especially this time of year. His face lit up and he sipped from his whiskey. Excellent choice. They're so lush and secluded from the city. You really feel like you're in another world. She paused, realizing she needed to stop herself before listing off another dozen attractions that she had already been to. So, what do you guys like to do for fun when you're not out catching bad guys? I love going to museums and spending time with my family. My sister has the most adorable three kids. He paused and laughed nervously. I wish I could say I don't love trying to beat random strangers at blackjack. She nodded knowingly. There's the debt Martha was talking about. Do you like to go to the casino? She asked, keeping her voice even. I'm more of an online player. It's a little too easy to play. He inhaled sharply, but I've got it under control most days. Freddie's phone buzzed on the wooden bar top. He looked at it for a moment. Dang it, I've got to get going. Official police stuff. He drained his glass and put a $10 bill on the bar. Thanks, Tommy, Freddie said to the bartender. He turned toward Jennifer. It's been amazing talking to you, Ava. Can I get your phone number? Of course. Jennifer had gotten a burner phone for this purpose and gave the number to him carefully, having memorized it earlier. He typed it into his phone, digit by digit. She got his number too. Can I walk you to your car? He asked. Thanks. Her voice wavered. She fidgeted with her fingers in her lap. I think I'm going to stick around here for a bit. I like this neighborhood and want to explore. Good call. You're going to like it here in Omaha. I look forward to seeing you again, he said. He walked out the front door. She pretended to fumble for something in her purse. A small grin formed on her lips. It seemed like Freddie liked her, even without her team's help. She counted to 10 Mississippi. That felt like enough time. She nodded to the bartender and exited the bar into the cool evening air. Freddie was walking quickly ahead toward the grocery store. She trotted to get closer to him. Jennifer could hear him on his phone. I know I'm behind, he said forcefully. She held her breath. It was a completely different tone than he had used with her. She wondered who he was dealing with. Look, I'm not trying to run away. You'll have your money soon. As they rounded the corner to the grocery store, he glanced behind in her direction. She darted behind the store's dumpster, the smell of wet cardboard rising to her nostrils. As she slowly peeked around the dumpster lid, she could tell that he hadn't noticed her. He was still walking towards his car. She raced out and continued to follow him. If you send someone to my place, this gets messy for everyone. Freddie paused, his voice shaking. 20% interest wasn't part of the deal. Give me a little more time. That's the end of the chapter. We have a minute left. Should I just pause there?
Yeah, that's good. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Perfect. Thank
This,
you.
this sounds like it's going to be a really exciting ride.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much for that compliment.
What fun. Oh my gosh. Um, who's your favorite sidekick character? Not a major one, but just one of those background characters. Who's your favorite in this book?
That's a great question. It's hard to choose a favorite. but I do really enjoy Hannah, who is Nari's mom. She is Nari's entrepreneurial inspiration and coincidentally also a lawbreaker. So she has a criminal past and black market experience, and she's really tough and really whips the team into shape. And so I like that she's got that powerful background and serves as an inspiration for other members of the team.
Sounds like maybe a little bit of instigation as well.
Totally. There's
Yeah.
definitely some of that going on.
And then, of course, it's a cozy. So, do you have a featured animal in this book?
Oh, that's a great question. There are no featured animals. There are a couple animals that play roles. So Jennifer is a huge fan of dogs, and so dogs pop up throughout the story. And then I don't want to give any spoilers, but there is a funny little bunny side story, I guess.
Awesome. Yeah, you kind of alluded to that in the beginning of the chapter.
Exactly.
Super
Yes.
fun. Tell us what's coming up next for you.
Absolutely. So this is part of the Sweet Escape series. The Sweetest Getaway is book two, and then book one is A Sweet Escape, which are, I'm sorry, book one is A Sweet Scheme of the Sweet Escape series. And that is a standalone short story that follows Martha, who is a part of the core heist team in the Sweetest Getaway and just follows, how she became so strong fighting back against competitors. And then I'm working on book three for this
Okay.
series. There is going to be another heist, a new set of bad guys, and our main core heist team is going to come back to fight them. And it's going to be set in a few different international settings. So that's pretty exciting.
Very exciting. Did you get to do some travel research?
Yes, and that's one of
Nice.
my favorite parts. So it's
Yeah.
been a great ride so far.
Awesome. Oh, I'm so looking forward to reading this book. While you were reading, I added it to my TBR, and I hope
Oh,
everybody else will as well. And we'll be
amazing.
following your writing career. And please, I'd love to have you come back and read the prequel.
Oh, thank you so much. I would love to do that. And thanks for having me. This has been such a blast. And thanks for adding the book to your TBR.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing you again.
That sounds great. Thank you. You too.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye.